Today we are going to study clause. It is one of the most important topics in grammatical concepts or topics. So let us understand, and most of the people are often confused while using clause. So see here, the definition: a group of words containing a subject and a verb. So a group of words which has a subject and a verb. So this is very important to have a subject and a verb in a clause. So there are two types of clauses: main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause and subordinate clause. Okay, subordinate clause. Okay, or dependent clause. It is also known as dependent clause. It is also main clause, principal clause, or independent clause. Independent clause. Okay, so let us understand. This is the definition, and both of the clauses, whether it is main clause or subordinate clause, they have a subject and a verb. This is very clear. Now let us understand that what is the okay. Let us frame some sentences and then understand. These clauses are of three kinds: noun clause, here adjective clause, and the third one is adverb clause. Okay, so there are three kinds of clauses. One is noun clause that functions as a noun. The clause that functions as a noun is known as a noun clause. The clause that functions as an adjective is known as an adjective clause. And the clause that functions as an adverb is known as an adverb clause. So let us first study noun clause. So here, most often people are confused to identify noun clause. These clauses, all of three clauses, noun clause. और बहुत ज़्यादा confusion होता है इसमें. So noun clause इन question words के साथ शुरू होता है. Who, what, whom, okay, why, where. So who and which. The next one is how. And then next, whether oblique if. So noun clause starts with these, it can start with who, it can start with what, it can start with whom, it can start with why, it can start with where, it can start with which, it can start with how, it can start with whether or if. They have the same meaning. Let us practice with the sentences. So here, it's quite clear now. So let us understand first. I am writing some sentences. I enjoy reading. Now guess which kind of clause is this? It is a simple sentence. It is not having both the clauses. It has only one clause. And it is the example of independent clause, main clause. Okay, main clause. And what is the definition of main clause? Main clause का definition क्या है? It does not depend upon the other clause. It is giving the complete meaning. I enjoy reading. It is a full thought. It is a full sentence. मैं रीडिंग एंजॉय करता हूं, ये फुल सेंटेंस है, ठीक है ना. नाउ आई एम राइटिंग सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज बिकॉज आई एंजॉय reading. Now see, both of them have subject and verb. It is I is a subject here, enjoy is a verb here. Okay, here enjoy is a verb, here I is a subject. So both of them have a subject and a verb. Okay, why it is a main clause? Because it is having the complete meaning. It is a complete thought. While this one, because I enjoy reading, when you now you can take out the meaning. Because I enjoy reading, क्योंकि मैं रीडिंग एंजॉय करता हूं. इट इज नॉट अ कंप्लीट थॉट. I enjoy reading is a complete thought. Because I enjoy reading is not a complete thought. Therefore, it is a subordinate clause. It asks something to be added. कुछ और चाहता है इसमें ऐड करना. So that is incomplete thought, and this one is a complete thought. This is the difference, and let us now study about that. About the noun clause that I have previously written. Here see, noun clause. Noun clause. Making sentences. Examples. 1. What she does, I know. What she does, I know. Now question here. What do I know? What she does? The answer that is coming, जो आंसर आपको ऑब्टेन होता है, आपको मिलता है, what से, I know what she does. So this is a complete phrase, a noun clause. It is noun clause. Okay. वह क्या करती है? Now it is as a subject. ये शुरू में आया है what, यहाँ पे in this place it is a subject. The noun clause is a subject. I know is a complete thought. What she does it is not a complete thought. So it is a noun clause. Now let us write second one. If you want to make this portion, what she does, as an object, you can reverse it. You can write, I know what she does. I know what she does. So here now, it is coming in the latter portion. It is a noun clause. It is a noun clause. Okay. So this particular part depends upon this I know. What she knows, what I know. Question will always be asked with the main clause. What she does is an incomplete thought. I know is a complete thought. So it is a main clause and it is a dependent clause because it depends on its meaning to this clause. That's quite clear. Now, let us practice next. I know what where she lives. Where she lives. Where she lives. I know where she lives. Now question is important. What I know. This is the main clause. It is giving the complete thought, complete meaning. Where she lives is an independent clause. So it depends on its meaning to this clause. I know. Main clause. So therefore, here, what I know, answer where she lives. Now, suppose she lives in Indore, she lives in Devas, she lives in Bhopal. The answer is expect. Suppose the answer which you suppose is a noun. Like Devas is a noun, Bhopal is a noun, Indore is a noun, Calcutta is a noun, Delhi is a noun. So here we suppose a noun. The answer that we expect would be a noun. What I know? Where she lives. And where she lives, suppose it is Devas. So if you write in another way, I know she lives in Devas. Okay, so the person who knows something that is not clear in this sentence, that is a noun. The answer is expected to be a noun, and therefore it is a noun clause. मैं जानता हूं कि वह कहां रहती है. मैं जानता हूं कि वह कहां रहती है. ये यहां पे क्या है? Where she lives, a noun clause. ठीक है ना? Next, let us frame another sentence. Very fast I am doing. I don't know why you hate me. Don't put question mark after this because it is subordinate clause जो होता है वो कभी इंटेरोगेटिव नहीं होता है, तो इसको क्वेश्चन मार्क नहीं पुट करेंगे. इसका सिंपल सेंटेंस जैसा ऑर्डर है. वाई यू हेट, सब्जेक्ट वर्ब ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, सो आई डोंट नो वाई यू हेट मी. मुझे नहीं पता कि तुम मुझे क्यों हेट करते हो. तो यहां पे आई डोंट नो ये मेन क्लॉज है. दिस इज द मेन क्लॉज. एंड वाई यू हेट मी, दिस कंप्लीट इज a subordinate clause because it functions as a noun, therefore it is a noun clause. See, why you hate me? What I don't know, why you hate me. And you can reverse the sentence, why you hate me, I don't know. It is a noun clause. So the answer that is expected would be the noun. Whatever the reason, whatever the reason is being asked, whatever it is there, it would be a noun. The answer is, so what question is being asked with the main clause verb? What don't I know? Why you hate me? So this is quite clear. Now, she doesn't know, she doesn't understand whether it or if, whether oblique if both are the same. Okay, you can replace by whether, if by whether, and whether by if. Now she does not understand whether or if. She reads a book. She reads a book. Now it's a very clear sentence. She does not understand. She does not understand. What she does not understand? Question. What does she not understand? The answer is whether oblique if she reads a book. And this particular, वह नहीं समझती है कि क्या वह बुक पढ़ती है, कि क्या वह बुक पढ़ती है. She does not understand whether she reads a book or not. So here there is no certainty. If you raise a question which doesn't understand, the answer is expected to be a noun. Okay. So therefore it is a noun clause. Now next, you know who I am. See, you know who I am. What is the main clause? In this, you know who I am. What is the main clause? You know. It is having complete meaning. You know. तुम जानते हो. Who I am, कि मैं कौन हूं. This is not a question. Who I am. See, subordinate clause है. ये main clause है और ये subordinate clause है. Okay? So this is quite clear. You know who I am. In Hindi, if you ask, तुम जानते हो कि मैं कौन हूं, है ना. मैं कौन हूं और कि मैं कौन हूं, both are different. Who I am and who am I, both are completely different. Who am I is a question. Who I am with this main clause is a subordinate clause, or subordinate clause can never be an interrogative. Subordinate clause कभी भी interrogative नहीं हो सकता. Okay. So it is quite clear. Next, I know how you do your homework. How you do your homework. Homework. I know how you do your homework. So which one is the main clause? I know is a complete thought. How you do your homework is not a complete thought. ये पूरा thought नहीं है. ये sentence जो है वो ये subordinate clause है, क्योंकि ये अपनी मीनिंग के लिए इस नो पर डिपेंड है. इस सेंटेंस पर पूरे आई नो पर डिपेंड है. ठीक है ना. सो आई नो हाउ यू डू योर होमवर्क, एंड यू कैन रिवर्स इट एज वेल. आप ऐसे लिख सकते हो, हाउ यू डू योर होमवर्क आई नो. सो यहां पे हमें इसे समझना है कि तुम कैसे अपना होमवर्क करते हो. मैं जानता हूं कि तुम कैसे अपना. दिस इज नॉट अ क्वेश्चन. ये क्वेश्चन नहीं है, क्योंकि ये जो सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज है ये कभी भी इंटेरोगेटिव नहीं हो सकता है. इट कैन नेवर बी एन इंटेरोगेटिव. लेट अस प्रैक्टिस नेक्स्ट वन. ठीक है ना. लाइक ही नोज why she is crying. She is crying. See, he knows why she is crying. वह जानता है कि वह क्यों रो रही है. So here full stop. No interrogative remark, because he knows. What does he know? वह क्या जानता है? Answer is why she is crying. Why she is crying? He knows the reason of crying, and the reason that is expected to be a what? A noun clause. Noun. Answer is expected to be a noun. So it has to be done. Now next, I understand how you solve your problems. Your problems. I understand how you solve your problem. It is not an interrogative how you solve your problem. क्योंकि इंटेरोगेटिव का ऑर्डर अलग होता है, उसके जो उसका स्ट्रक्चर है वो अलग है. हाउ पहले आता है, देन यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, डू आएगा, हाउ डू यू नो. बट यहाँ पे ये सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज है और ये लॉ है, रूल है. सब अ सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज कैन नेवर बी एन इंटेरोगेटिव. ये कभी इंटेरोगेटिव नहीं हो सकता है. आई अंडरस्टैंड मेन क्लॉज है, ठीक है ना. सो what do I understand? Question, what I understand? In simple, in correct grammar, what do I understand? How you solve your problem. The whole clause is a subordinate clause, a noun clause. ठीक है ना. कि तुम कैसे, कि तुम क्यों, ठीक है ना. कि तुम, whether कि क्या, if कि क्या, where कि कहां, ठीक है ना. द सेंटेंस आई रोट, आई नो वेयर शी लिव्स. मैं जानता हूं कि कहां वह रहती. इट्स नॉट अ क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन मार्क, ठीक है ना. सो दीज आर वेरी बेसिक थिंग्स. इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो आई विल बी टीचिंग यू एन एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज. टिल देन हैव अ गुड डे. बाय. प्लीज डू लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर माय चैनल.